evening to all of our people tuning in right now. Sorry the show didn't happen last night. You're watching the Stars Sideline. Had a technical issue last night, but we got that fixed, and now we are live with Kai Briscoe. Kai, we're going to take care of a couple of housekeeping things, then we'll get right to you. Um, Folks, I know I've been saying it for a long time. Time's running out, time's running out, time's running out. Well, I can say it and mean it this time. Time is running out on our early bird special. You can get this year's season tickets, whether you had them last year or not. You can be brand new and still get the same discount. Last year's prices for this year's ticket, only a $50 deposit to lock it in. TacomaStars.showware.com. It's scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. $50 is all it takes. In fact, that's all you can put down right now. But get those tickets. We're looking to really pack the Showware Center this year. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for you, a lot of big entertainment. And let's start with one of the biggest, Kai Briscoe. Welcome back. It's your second year in the league, second year with the Stars. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Yeah.
A little bit of a connection issue there. Yeah. Now, right off the bat, your rookie season, you play in 17 games, which is pretty much a full load for a rookie. What was your first game like? Switching from, you're a superstar. Your credentials go forever outdoors. What was your first indoor game like?
Yeah, it was a very interesting one. First one was an away trip in Chihuahua. I have to worry about stuff and free without any worries. I think that was a huge part of it. I think that was a fun experience to have, even though we lost. Just in that short time, I've learned a lot in the game, so everything came quickly to me.
Now you're listed as a defender. Watching you play in all the games last year, you seem more like you're more of a midfielder / defender. The way you get your outlet passes, you bring the ball up the pitch. Do you feel like you play more like a midfielder, maybe forward, than you do a defender?
Yeah, it's a funny one. Being like a natural outside back, you get the best of both worlds, right? You can defend, you can attack. So I just feel like that translates a lot to indoor because it's just back and forth. I can do the dirty work and I can do the stuff that's glorious on the other side. It's a tough one. Defensive first, and always love to score. So and to get on that and on the point sheet. So a little bit of both.
Now I'm glad you brought up scoring. Your signature move after you score, you do the backflip. You did the backflip at UW. You did the backflip when you played with Ballard. Where did that start? Was that spontaneous? Was that something that you planned on doing? You said, "Hey, when I score, I'm going to stick a backflip." How did that come about?
Yeah. Since I was in the Sounders Academy, even when I was little, I always liked to flip and twirl and dance and stuff. So, just as I got older, I started to, somewhat practice some of my flips and some of my other moves. And then one day just busted it out. And then after that, just been keeping it with me ever since UW, my Ballard season. And then once I scored my first professional goal at Stars, it was a no-brainer. The adrenaline from the crowd, scoring my first goal, especially for my rookie season, I think it was just like an easy go-to to do. And then the rest is history after that, all the other moves. So, yeah, it was definitely a fun moment. I wanted to put on a show.
Speaking of fun moments, you certainly had some this summer. You play USL League 2 with Ballard FC. Sam Zassett, the owner of the Ballard FC, a longtime Stars family member. You guys made it to the national championship. 1-0 was the final score, but you guys were at one point ranked number one in the entire nation. And then you made it to the national championship against Vermont. What was that road like?
Yeah, I think from everybody, everybody on the staff, medical staff, coaching staff, and even the players, even the fans. Everybody was dedicated to the process, like James says. We went at it as a professional view. Some teams don't take it as professional as we do, but I think that it showed in our dedication to the game to get us to that point. Unfortunate to end it to 2-1, but that's just the love of the game, right? So just being able to have that opportunity to go back to a national final within 3 years was an honor. And playing it at home or away, the atmosphere was unreal, and it was fun. It was fun, definitely playing in that game. One to remember.
Now, even though you were with Ballard, not the Stars, that's okay because what you have now is so valuable. You can the Stars are packed with young talent. You can bring that experience of playing at a national championship level back to the Stars. Is that something you're looking to, even you're in your second year, you're looking to step in and work with some of the young guys and give them that championship mentality?
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like it's just something that's in my blood to teach. And being my first year last year, I feel like everybody took me under their wing. Everybody gave me advice, even if it was just a little do this, do that. I feel like it helped me a long way. So I love to help people. I'm here for the team. So anything I can do to help anybody who's in a similar position to me uh, get better is something I would definitely do. So it's something always on the mind.
Now, if there was a shock or a surprise, what was the biggest surprise that you encountered moving from outdoor to indoor soccer?
Mm. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to process. But definitely just the different tactical viewpoint of it. Everything is somewhat flipped. Defending inside, forcing them outside, specifically forcing them to targets or specifically forcing them away to targets. Trying to show them board or inside. I feel like a lot of those things were super hard to catch on to because my natural outdoor soccer kind of kicked in. So I just kind of had to build that habit, and my teammates were able to keep on giving me reminders to keep me through it. But yeah, definitely those tactical viewpoints of even the movement, pass and move. I think those were just things I had to pick up quickly that weren't as easy. But definitely getting those 17 games in helped with experience for sure.
Absolutely, and you actually played a couple with the Tacoma Stars reserves as well. Let's speak of that for a moment. So the young guys that are on the reserves, they play at the Tacoma Soccer Center, more of a Chihuahua size field than the Showware Center. Your first game was in Chihuahua. Um, what was for a rookie first game out of the bat? Now you're playing at a different field. The crowd is right on top of you. What was playing in Chihuahua like for you for the first game?
Yeah, it was hectic. Everybody was talking about it from the music, the fans. The ball's always constantly going out of bounds. Everything's just moving fast paced. It's a short field, so as soon as you cross the halfway, they're taking shots. We're taking shots. And they're a really good team. Like they're known for that field because it just helps them for their style of play. So obviously going in there with a disadvantage, but I was going in there with my head held high. And feeling like a lion because I was like, I have something to prove, and I'm gonna show that I was ready. So I just embraced all of it. It was super fun. Like I said, I could play carefree, but I just took everything I did with the reserves, everything they taught me in training, and just implemented it into that game.
Was that the toughest environment you played in on the road last year, or was there another venue that you thought maybe was a little bit tougher?
Yeah, I feel like that one in Milwaukee, those two were definitely one of the bigger games. The crowd got involved, and the players were definitely a little bit more feisty. So yeah, those ones were hard away ones.
Yeah, definitely remember the feistiness of the Milwaukee game there.
Yeah.
I guess next question. We'll leave it on this one. Thanks for joining us this evening. But if you had to take one memory from your rookie season that was the best memory you had, what was it from last season?
Mm.
That's
That's a
tough.
tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. Um, I want to say it was one of our home games. Definitely when we beat. I would say when we went down to KC, and
Yes.
we not only did we beat them at home, but we beat them at their home. Really good game, really close game. Everybody was laying everything on the line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passion, joy, and then afterwards it was just super fun to get that point. It was huge for us at that point, but I feel like everybody was really locked in, and it was like it was a magical day. Everybody was happy, so that was one of my favorite memorable moments of the season.
Folks, super excited for the season coming up. We have the preseason friendly schedule on the board October 4th, October 18th, 25th, November 22nd. All opportunities to see Kai Briscoe with the entire Tacoma Stars squad as they prepare for the 2025-2026 season. Kai, what after the game, meeting the fans on the field, signing autographs, taking pictures, how much fun is that? Oh, did we lose him? Kai, are you there? Oh, we lost him. Well, Kai, thanks for jumping on with us this evening. We will welcome our next guest to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you recognize the voice, I guarantee it. All over the Acesso Showwear Center, in fact, all over Cheney Stadium as well. Please welcome Randy McNair, the public address announcer for the Tacoma Stars. Welcome, Randy.
What's going on, Pete? And what's going on, Stars fans?
Oh, man, I had a very unfortunate. We lost Kai there at the end. Let's get straight into it. How did you get to be behind the mic for the Tacoma Stars? How'd that come about? Tell us the story.
Well, I do think the Tacoma Rainiers had something to do with that. I was hired on to be the Tacoma Rainiers public address announcer in 2015. And I think about halfway through the season, the baseball season, I started noticing, well, right off the bat when the Stars started promoting. The Rainiers and the Stars partnered up, and the Rainiers were promoting Stars games. And I remember that graphic with the little kid in front of the TV. Such a cool graphic that we used, but that kind of planted the seed. But at that point, I had no idea. I had no thought of announcing for the Stars for that team. I was mainly focused on baseball. And then, boy, I think baseball season got over with, and I thought that was it. I thought I'd be out until spring, and then Casey Catherwood came to me and he asked me what I thought about announcing for the Stars, and I'm pretty confident that my first answer was, I know nothing about indoor soccer, which was true. I didn't know anything about indoor soccer. I knew who the Stars were. I was a kid. I never went to Stars games, but was definitely a kid in the area. Saw the newspapers and highlights and whatnot in the 90s. Yeah, I didn't know anything about soccer. So Casey believed in me. He's like, you can do it. We're going to do some crazy stuff. And I'm sure fans, you remember that time. We did some crazy stuff. It was entertaining, which was the point. Yeah, got hired on with the Stars. And big thanks to Neil. Pete, I don't know if you know Neil. All the Stars fans know Neil.
Yep.
I asked Casey, like, who can I talk to about how to announce indoor soccer? And he said, well, you could talk to the old Stars PA announcer, Neil. I can give him your number. And this was I think this was the week of opening night. Got a hold of Neil, and he must have spent 2 hours with me on the phone, Pete, answering every little question that I had about indoor soccer, how to announce, what do I say here, what do I say when this, or what did you say when this happens? Is this more of a WWE announcer type, or is this like normal soccer, kind of calm like baseball? And Neil spent 2 hours with me, and I'm forever grateful for that time that Neil spent with me. just discussing how he announced indoor soccer when the Stars were at the soccer center.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's how it all came about. And I'm sure if I went back and looked at tape, listened to tape of that first or second year, I probably couldn't stand it.
Now, the cool thing about the experience you have with the Tacoma Stars Indoor, you're now qualified, overly qualified, to announce hockey as well. So, Thunderbirds, if you're listening, I can get your number if you hit me with the Rainiers. You've announced a lot of names. What we're going to do is we're going to put you on the spot. Right now, what's your favorite name to announce? All time.
You're breaking up, Pete, but I think you asked about my all-time favorite memory. Is that correct?
There we go. You're back now. Go ahead. One more time.
Okay. All-time favorite Stars memory? Is that what you asked?
Yep.
Okay.
No, favorite name to announce.
Oh, favorite name to announce. Well,
yes.
I think I'm gonna have to go. Well, man, I got a couple. I think all-time favorite is still Derek LT Gray Johnson. And I think what helped with that is he was just a fan favorite, and he was just such a good player. And it's just a name that, even with the nickname, kind of rolled off the tongue really well. A name that I could have fun with. But that was something that took getting used to, was the nicknames in indoor soccer. We don't do those too much anymore. But when we first started with the Stars, yeah, you adding Dizzy for Dan Antoniuk. We all remember the Jet.
Bad Boy Bader.
Yeah, Jeff Bad Boy Bader, the Silent Assassin. So throwing these nicknames into these names was a whole new world for me, and we don't do that in baseball, and we don't do that in a lot of sports. I've done basketball and football, and so that was something new for me to learn. But Derek El Tigre Johnson, I think, is still my all-time favorite. And Felipe Souza, he is a close second, because I love drawing out that Souza.
Eddie, that's one I like that you do as well too there. Well, coming on the screen there, Sadie says, "Hi, Dad."
Hi, Sadie. Thanks for tuning in, Sadie. Love you.
So let's hang on to that. Now Matt Buckley is throwing in the Jet.
Love the Jet.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Hang on to LT Gray. We're going to be talking about him here in a second. But you talked about your favorite memory. Any team, any sport. What's your favorite memory in sports behind the mic? It can be anywhere you've announced.
I think I'm pretty confident the Stars actually have this position. Got to go with Mike Ramos, and got it out of the corner, and the ball was kicked back to half field, and Mikey picked it up and was dribbling down the far side, gave a fake on his shot, and went through on the second shot and put it in the left corner of the net, which gave us the go-ahead on the San Diego Sockers and the win, with just, I forget how much time was left on the clock. I'm sure Matt or Stacy or any Stars fan can remind me how much time was left on the clock when he did that. But just the way that place erupted when that happened, boy, and just the excitement of beating the Sockers in that way, that's still, I think that still holds an all-time favorite for me, behind the mic.
Anytime you can beat the Sockers, it's special, in my opinion. But yeah, that's to pull it out there at the last minute, always fantastic. Stacy Maddox says, hi, Randy.
What's
McNair.
up, Stacy? Long time no see, but it's almost Stars time.
Absolutely. First week of December is what we're looking at. So we are, rapidly approaching that. The first friendly coming up October 4th. Fans, don't forget, the 30th of this month, we're going to be at Spud's Pizza. Season ticket holder drive. Starts at 6 o'clock. You don't have to be a season ticket holder. Bring your friends. Let's introduce them to Tacoma Stars Soccer. Let's really get this movement going, and we're looking to pack the ShoWare Center this coming year. It's going to be so much fun. Speaking of fun, did you play soccer when you were growing up?
I did not. I didn't play a lick of soccer. I played kickball. Does that? No, that doesn't count.
That's close.
No, never got into soccer. I was always a baseball kid. Dabbled in flag football. Dabbled in basketball, but I was always the best at baseball. And never played a lick of soccer.
Now, last Saturday, we were at an event right down here at Sarah Sports Complex with the Comeback Sports. It's not too late. You can start playing. Your soccer career can start now. Comeback Sports. They had quite.
Yeah, the kids have picked it up. Which if I were to take a guess, if we were to go back, and put me on the spot when I was 20 years old, and you think your kids will ever play soccer, I would have been like, there's no way. They're going to be fast pitch. They're going to be baseball, volleyball. But the girls have picked it up without me or my wife playing soccer. And let me tell you something. The girls are both really good, natural athletes, both club soccer players. And so it's just kind of interesting how that works. Yeah, didn't really watch it as a kid. Didn't play it at all. And then now my kids are doing it, and I love it. And now I'm announcing for soccer. Go figure.
Absolutely. That's one of the things, baseball and soccer. If you look at Little League, the size of Little League across the country, and you look at club soccer across the country, I mean, these are by far the two biggest sports in the U.S. And you get to be, I get to be a part of both of them too, and it's a blessing. It's a lot of fun. Now, you brought up El Tigre. I seem to recall a game that you stepped in the broadcast booth. Let's actually watch a video real quick.
Running off the field, they're going to bring in Jamel Juice. Canale on the field, Ramos on the field, Raf Cox on the field, and Caceres on the field as well.
Let's make some noise.
Raf trying to get it. Somebody. Canale puts it through. Oh, Alessandro. And the Stars are within one.
Right back in it. It's a game of runs, and the momentum has shifted. What a play from Raf to just dig that ball out and find Sancho for the finish.
Oh, mama. The Stars fighting back here in the final minutes of this fourth quarter. Alessandro Canale, his second goal of the night. Raf Cox, the no-looker pass. And Canale punches it through. And the sixth attacker, Derek, it's working
Great
tonight at the Accesso ShoWare Center.
Is that the future for Randy McNair? That was a clean goal call right there.
Oh,
that was very nice,
man.
What was that like being in the broadcast?
Well, first off, I got to give props to a one Pete Richmeyer who asked me to do that. And if I recall, Pete, I don't think I was too keen on calling play-by-play, but you encouraged me. You're like, come on, man, you can do it. You're going to do great. And thanks to you, Pete. I got into the booth. You gave me a great partner. As you can hear, Derek's just so knowledgeable, obviously, about the game, and he can talk about it and explain it to fans. And it was fun. It would have been real tough without Derek.
Yes,
but
sir.
That put me out of my comfort zone doing soccer. I've done baseball. I've done football play-by-play. I've done basketball play-by-play for college. for Centralia College, but I have never done soccer. So high paced game. One of the things that I was trying to remember when calling that game is you don't have to announce every little thing. You don't have to, because it's happening right there on the broadcast. We weren't on the radio. And I do remember somebody commenting on the stream saying, this guy sounds like a baseball announcer. I don't know if that's because I was so chill, but he was right. But yeah, that was something.
It's hard to beat you. It's hard to beat you when it's your first time in there because you got changes on the fly, so much happening on. It's like doing hockey, and that's extremely tough.
You can I think you can pick it out that even I was kind of caught off guard when that goal happened because it was like and like it just happened so quick, and that's how indoor soccer is. You got to be ready for that lightning fast goal. But that was fun. Would I get back in the booth? Heck yeah! Put me back in the booth, Pete.
Yeah, there we go.
And I don't know if you fans heard, but Pete took over on the Pete took over on the mic.
Yeah,
so Pete can definitely call you. You know, he can be your PA announcer, and yeah, put me in the booth.
We get it done, that's for sure. Fans, a couple events coming up you might want to be aware of. 1 week from this Saturday, we can use your help. We're going to be at the Eastside Community Center with the Tacoma Police Department. It is the Kids Health Fair. This is where underserved kids can get backpacks full of school supplies. They can get a haircut, a health screening, health hygiene kit. That is at the Eastside Community Center with the Tacoma Police Department on the 23rd from 10 to 1. So if you want to stop by, the Stars are going to have a booth there. The Seattle Kraken will be there. Some other sports teams as well. Stop by, say hi, mingle with the kids. We'd love to have the fans everywhere we go. And just a week later, we'll be at Spud's Pizza again for the pizza party. Bring some fans. I know we had a comment that the Sounders play that day, but that's okay. The game will be on TV. Still come out. Cheaper to have pizza at Spud's than go to a Sounders game anyway. So come on out, support the Stars. If you can't make that one, we're already planning ahead. September 27th, we're going to have one at 6 o'clock at El Toro. So lots of good stuff coming up. All right, Randy, here's a good question for you.
Yeah.
Championship game in soccer, championship game in baseball, doing PA, which one's higher pressure? Are they the same? Is the prep the same?
Well, that's a good question, Pete. The prep is the same unless you have me doing the coaches show. Prep is the same. In soccer, you're going to get some crazier names than in baseball, just because of the background of these players. I'll tell you this: indoor soccer, and it's my fault. It's my choice, my style. But indoor soccer definitely does test the limits of my voice, especially when those Stars go out there and score 14 or 15 goals. I'm not a whisperer when it comes to indoor soccer. Indoor soccer is exciting. It's energetic. Fist to the mouth. Kind of a game. So I feel like as an announcer, I need to bring that intensity. So the Stars are putting up 13 or 14 games, and here comes another Stars goal. I remember there was one game where Stars, I forget how much they put up at home, but my voice was cooked at the end of the night. So as far as prep goes, about the same. And they're both going to be super exciting. Say that much.
Yep. So a couple things real quick. Matt says the Ramos winning in Diego was with 1.9 seconds left. So
see, and I knew Matt
right there.
I knew they'd pull through. And then he also mentioned I saw it in the comments. He also mentioned the bicycle kick. Mason's bicycle kick.
Yes. Now,
So
my
good.
very first game with the Stars was the bicycle kick against Milwaukee with the last second left, 2017 October. That was my first game with the Stars after working with the Sounders U23. for a long time, and that was unbelievable as well. Toro, it's going to be the one on, I believe it's Pearl in Tacoma. So we're going to be having that on the 27th of September. And of course, we got a Go Stars. So, Randy, thank you for joining us. Any last words for our fans?
Well, yeah, for the fans, I can't wait to get back in the booth. Yeah, Tacoma. Yeah, we can't wait to get back in the booth. Just from what I'm hearing, it is. I'm very excited about just some upcoming announcements that Stars are making, and I'm really excited, which gets me excited for the season. So, yeah, I'm ready to get back in the booth. I'm ready for Stars fans to get out there back in the seats and root us on to victory, and see some more exciting Tacoma Stars soccer.
I'll tell you what, working in the front office, obviously the departures that we announced earlier this off season were kind of shocking, but the stuff that's coming up, the front office team that we have now working on theme nights, the community stuff that we have going on, I am beyond excited for the season and cannot wait to get back at it. Fans, October 20th, our first friendly. Tickets only $10 to any of the friendlies. Next episode, we're going to have Felipe Souza on because there's a huge indoor soccer tournament coming up September, I believe the 20th and 21st. So we'll have a lot more information on that. Teams coming up from Mexico, teams coming from all over the U.S. going to be competing at a soccer tournament right here at the Tacoma Soccer Center. Lots more information coming up on that. Get your season ticket deposits in, $50. Lock it in. Come listen. If you don't care about soccer, just come listen to Randy announce. That's worth the price of the ticket right there.
Pete, before we go, I just got to say, yes, everybody, just thank you for everything that you do for the Tacoma Stars. You, from this broadcast to game production. I used to do the game production for the Stars, and game production is easier said than done. From scheduling national anthems to making sure the national anthem is in the correct spot, to making sure their mic is on, to making sure the Stars come out of their locker room to be ready in the tunnel for starting lineups, to game entertainment, halftime shows. Pete, you're doing it all right now. You're doing a great job. And we just speaking on behalf of the Tacoma Stars, thank you so much for what you do for the Stars.
Thank you.